So I'm sitting in front of a liquor store in Crest Hill. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Sitting in front of a liquor store in Crest Hill, the Pantry Plus, your typical lottery, booze, cigarette place, very active tonight. Anyways, it's next to Bada Brew, and I'm here because the band Dolezal is playing at Bada Brew tonight. Awesome band out of Phoenix. They're going to jump in my car. We're going to talk. We're going to eat some tacos. It's what we do on Car Con Carne. But as I'm killing time waiting for Dolezal, I'm killing time on my new Samsung Galaxy S8 phone, which kicks all kinds of ass. This is easily the best phone I've ever had, and it's on the crazy fast Boost Mobile nationwide network. You should get in on this. Right now, they're offering their best plan ever, a stupidly low price. Add a line with unlimited gigs, $30 a month. That's it. If you have a big family, you can add up to 4 lines of unlimited gigs for $30 each. First month is free for new lines. And when you switch, you can get up to 4 free Galaxy phones. That's 4 free phones, which is nuts. I got my plan hooked up online, boostmobile.com. Of course, you can go into any Boost store. They're everywhere, and they have nice people working there. So get in on this. Kill time like me on a stylish phone, on a crazy fast network. The offer does end June 1st. The primary line must be on the $50 plan, which, again, super cheap. Some restrictions, of course, apply.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
I'll take a chicken taco, or either one. I don't know.
So it is Car Con Carne, the world's only food podcast recorded in a car. That car is my Mazda 3. I'm parked askew from Bada Brew in Crest Hill. I have the entire band. I have Dolezal in my car. I warned your tour manager. I said it's going to be a little tight in here. Maybe all 4 don't need to do it.
We all want to.
And here you are.
Here we are,
All
eating
4 of us
tacos.
are
All
here.
4 of us.
That's it. I went on a taco run because I know you had a late load in here. I went to a place called El Burrito Loco, which is the crazy burrito.
Woo! Yeah.
The crazy burrito.
That's just chicken.
But you threw a challenge my way. 2 vegetarians in the car.
And I'm allergic to avocado.
You're not.
I am.
She is.
That's why I brought a cookie.
Oh,
So I
no.
can still eat.
So I ended up getting a bunch of avocado tacos and chicken tacos. Oh, I completely failed you.
So funny.
You,
It's okay,
you did
Alex
your
is
best.
loving it.
You,
It's
you
okay, it's her fault for
definitely
being
had to
stupid.
really try it.
Well, eating on the road sucks. I mean,
Yes.
especially if you're vegetarian.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of, I'm guessing, chicken salads from McDonald's without the chicken.
No way.
You can't do it?
No, I'll hold out to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I will wait and starve.
Yeah, but as you're driving across America, how many Whole Foods are you running into?
Yeah, Alex.
None. That's why you got to stock up. It's really hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
Alex.
we've got an RV, so we have a fridge that we can use.
So
That's
that's
amazing.
really helpful.
Yeah.
And you're coming all the way from Phoenix. Is this your first big official tour?
This is our 4th, right?
Damn, okay.
Yeah. Last year we were out with OTEP for 2 tours.
That's
we
right,
did 2
that's
national
right.
tours with
We were
her.
actually here last year with OTEP.
With OTEP.
That's
Lazy
right.
Sturm too. That was cool.
So does inspiration ever hit you as you're on the road? Creative
Definitely.
inspiration? Do you
Especially
write?
Megan.
Megan, hard.
Megan writes a lot of lyrics on the road.
Making hard. I wrote 75% of the lyrics on this the new
I'd
record.
say even more than that. 80%.
Yeah, then on the road we
Really?
I wrote it on the road. Yeah, yes, definitely.
Because some people I know when they tour, the muse just never hits them. Like they just can't. It
Well,
just
it's like you don't have the time.
yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, just earlier today you were in Springfield, Illinois,
Yeah.
which is not anywhere close to here.
No, it's a lot of driving. We're driving all the time.
And I apologize on behalf of the state of Illinois. We have a really boring state. You get outside Chicago, and it is hell on
We
earth.
do a lot of sleeping.
I will tell you, we've been to more boring states.
Yeah.
Well,
Easily.
well, we do a lot of driving through a lot of cornfields. Like,
Yep.
That's
Ooh,
Iowa.
Texas had a lot of oil drills, which honestly is so scary to watch
was
at night.
Weirdly creepy. It was strange.
and it smelled. There was a lot of oil smells
And
that came
cows.
into the RV, and cow
That
smells.
can't be healthy.
And
Yeah.
cow smells.
Oil
Oh,
and
cow.
cow all over the place.
All right, so as we're eating and talking, I thought I'd put this on Facebook Live. Now, here's the thing. You're all just a couple years younger than me.
Just a couple.
Okay, now.
Sydney!
But as it takes me perhaps more time to get the Facebook Live thing going. So as I'm getting Facebook Live going, how about a little history? I mean,
Well,
things seem to be
That's my room.
That's my ground.
We met in the Himalayan mountains.
We did not meet in the Himalayan mountains.
Well, no, there was a kindly Sherpa who found you
Oh,
and,
Yeah.
Good.
and guided you to your instruments.
The Sherpa was Sydney.
So, all right. So help me out. Give the Dollskin elevator pitch. Give the history as I take my fat fingers over to Facebook and try to make this happen.
Well, when I was a junior in high school, I wanted to do this battle of the bands called Rock Revelation.
We performed as a band. We wrote an original song. We did 2 covers that we still do today.
And we're like, wow, this is actually not terrible.
It didn't suck.
So, what are the covers you still do today?
We do Uninvited by Alanis Morissette, and we do Weatherman by Dead Sarah.
Fantastic.
And that's also where we met our manager, David Ellefson.
From Megadeth.
David's.
He is our manager now, and he was guest judging at said competition.
No small name there.
No
Very
small
little.
name. No, it was crazy though, because we got done playing, and the judges were all going down the line. There was a bunch of teachers and staff and whatever, and then all of a sudden, at the very end, because he was sitting at the very end, David Ellefson stands up and he's like, "Hello, I'm David Ellefson, and I'd like to give you guys a 10 out of 10."
We're like, you did what?
So, did you know who he was? Like, you probably couldn't spot him in the crowd, could you?
I said Megadeth, never heard of that. Just kidding.
Nice.
And then we
We're
all
all like,
beat up
wow.
Nicole. We beat her up.
That's my dad.
Hang on. The dad is wearing the Dollskin t-shirt.
The
He's wearing the
dad
merch.
Of course, the
He's
dad.
super enthusiastic.
Yep.
That's adorable.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He's very enthusiastic
Sure
about
is.
everything.
Sure is.
Sure is.
To be completely clear, David Ellefson is not Nicole's dad. That's not what we're talking
No,
about.
no, we were not saying that he is our dad. No,
My dad was outside the car. David Ellefson.
is not outside the car.
He could.
Yet.
We don't know.
So yeah, he saw us and loved us, and then the next year he also guest judged again, and after that he decided to take us under his wing, kind of.
We're like, yes, sir.
Where do I put my trash?
Do that.
There's a bag somewhere.
Sydney.
Wow,
Sydney's on
trash.
it. All right. So we're going to go live on Facebook Live.
Hey.
Are you ready for this?
Hello.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go live. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Happy
Wait, we're not there
birthday.
yet. We're not there yet. The countdown's on.
Happy birthday to you.
Why are we singing happy birthday?
Why are we singing happy birthday?
I don't know.
Your face got on.
So here we go. I've got all 4 members of Dollskin in my car,
Hello.
Hello.
all the way from Phoenix, here in scenic Crest Hill. It's lovely here this time of year.
It's
You're really,
cold.
if you're going to pick one time of year to go to Crest Hill, this is it.
It's raining.
It
and
did
I love
rain.
It.
It rained last time we were here.
Yeah.
It was like the exact same
I
weather.
remember. Yeah, last time we were
Weird.
here around the same time of year.
Were we?
I think so, yeah.
So, all right, this podcast will roll out in a couple weeks, and people can hear it in its entirety. We just covered your history as a band,
Yes.
your connection to Megadeth, your manager, David Ellefson, which is pretty big stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a big dude.
So, all right, I guess let's go off that. You've got this guy from Megadeth shepherding you, teaching you, being a mentor. What kind of advice does he give?
Always say yes. That's his
yeah.
literally his number one thing about everything is just to like always take the opportunity and do it, like whether or not it's like weird. You just,
Like do an interview in a car?
doing an interview in a car and eating tacos, he'd be like, heck yeah, do that.
Yeah.
And so here we are, doing it. And we're having fun.
We're having fun, and he just he's really good at just giving us the best advice. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to be specific about it because he gives us a lot of advice.
Well, oftentimes he says he made the mistakes for us. You're holding it so close to me.
yeah.
But it's true. I mean, he's got quite the experience under his belt, so it's, he's a really credible source when we have questions or comments or concerns.
Because he knows it all. And
he
he's-
knows it
he's
all.
Already, yeah, he's definitely
He's done
already
it all
made
before.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically did what we're doing right now. Like he
And then continued to do it for a long
exactly
time.
for a long time.
Very successful.
Yeah, I mean, he started around my age. He started Megadeth around my age, and so he knows what it's like to be young in a band. No, he was young. He was like
We don't know. We're just making up facts about
no,
Megadeth.
he was right out of high school.
Yeah, he was like 18, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was right out of high school. He moved
Okay,
to LA.
my age then, Sydney.
I'm 17, almost
Regardless.
18. Regardless,
It
he was
doesn't matter.
close to my age when he started Megadeth. So
So, all right, so 5 years ago, pre-meeting David, pre-getting to where you are now, did you ever think That
No.
well, not that you'd be here in a car, but that you'd be touring with OTEP or touring the country, and people would be consuming your music.
No.
If you would have told me, I would have been like, yeah,
Liar.
sure, whatever. I find it hard to believe you, but
Thanks for the compliment.
yeah.
guys.
Thanks for the confidence boost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Megan always knew she was meant to be a
Megan always knew.
superstar.
I was sleeping one day and I'm like, we're going to be David Ellefson's band. That's not true. But
What is she saying?
We don't know.
Have you met Mustaine? He's got that sweet hair.
We did meet him once.
I didn't meet him. I didn't get to meet him. I had to leave before I got to meet him too. Everyone else
I
knows
hope
now.
David never hears this, but he literally scared me so bad. I met him, I was like, oh my god, he was so scary. He honestly looked like he was bleeding out of his mouth. I just remember that was my number one thing I remember seeing that.
Well, see, you need to come back here in July because Megadeth's going to be here for this open air festival.
And then you can say that to his face.
You scared me so bad. Oh god.
we hear from
Where's
people.
your microphone?
It's down here. Hello. We hear from certain people in our little camp. They're just like, Dave Mustaine isn't necessarily a fan of you guys. I'm like, well, we don't know if that's true, but Dave Mustaine, if you happen to be listening,
We don't care.
oh my god,
Whoa, that was aggressive.
Well, no,
I was
David.
gonna say it's okay.
I mean,
Because we
David.
don't care.
David did not want us to meet Dave Mustaine.
No, he
David
never
not
did.
want us to
Wait,
meet
I don't
Dave
know if
Mustaine.
I'm supposed to say that out loud.
No one's listening or watching. It's all good. You're fine.
We just can't ever let David hear this. We share all of his secrets.
I got to be honest with you. I've never once worried about the guys in Megadeth listening to this podcast. It's never been a concern. I think you're fine.
I'm glad that you feel okay. It makes
I'm
me
glad that
feel
we're
better.
safe.
In that case.
In that case.
Want to hear some...
I don't think on his iPhone he's popping in Car Con Carne. Although if he did, that would kick ass. But I don't think he is. I'm just saying.
Strap him. We're holding it.
I think
All
we're
right,
good.
so for people watching who are learning about Dollskin, maybe for the first time,
Hey, guys.
new album is on the way.
June 16th.
Oh no,
616.
Pat is gonna tell. He's gonna tell Megadeth.
Don't you dare.
Don't do it, Pat! You're gonna ruin our lives.
Oh, yeah, thank you for reading the comment. Pat says, ooh, I'm telling... Come on, Pat, former sponsor of Car Con Carne.
Pat.
Be a stand-up dude.
Pat!
Pat.
Pat.
You know what's going to happen if you tell him.
Album dropping June 16th on the
Manic
first day of
Pixie
Warped
Dream
Tour.
Girls.
616 Manic Pixie Dream Girl. It's coming to you live.
Yeah.
Off the press.
Hot off the press. Look at Nicole. Just
Well, and musically,
No one wants to hold their own microphones.
I was
musically, here's why I like you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten there yet. We're getting there now. Here's why I like you. Musically, you draw or you paint from a big palette. I mean, there are a lot of different sounds and vibes you bring into the sound. I haven't heard the new album yet. I just know what you've put out there. Yeah, it sucks. No reason to hear it or hear it live tonight.
You don't want to listen
don't listen to it.
not sure you should listen to it, please.
Please listen to it.
But I mean, I think there's a maturity there, just in terms of where you're drawing your lyrically, sonically, and I got to tell you, it seems like the world has given up on guitars. There are some nice buzzsaw guitars in what you do.
We gave up on guitars. and
No,
it's working out
don't.
great.
Alex doesn't play guitar.
No,
Alex doesn't even play
Well-
guitar. I'm just kidding.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, we try to keep it as real and as raw as possible. You know, like
Yeah.
it was highly possible, and it's really easy nowadays to go the synth route and like get a synth and like start
Oh, there's
making
nothing wrong
everything.
with that. That's just
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just not what we wanted to do. We
Not
wanted
our
to keep
dig,
it.
It's not our
It's
dig.
not our
Dig.
dig.
It's not our dig.
We want it real. We want it raw. We want it to be all guitars, bass, drums, and vocals.
Authentic.
You know, authentic. Yeah, that's the word.
Thank
We
you.
wanted to write it ourselves. We wanted to make it sound like ourselves.
Yeah,
And we did.
and we did that.
Someone
Yeah.
commented it today on one of our posts, and they were like, auto-tune in response to our single, and I was like, do you want us to auto-tune it for you? Like, is that
I
what
think
you mean?
I think I actually have videos of me singing the songs.
Yeah, there's
No auto-tune.
auto-tune in sight anywhere.
We
Yeah.
could auto-tune it.
I think
you
that the
would know.
closest we got to autotune was there was a microphone that we used that was distorted for some of the screams.
Like, that's it.
That was it.
If that doesn't say something, I don't know what does.
It says that we used a lot of auto-tune.
It says that we're just like, I'm all autotune.
So this is irrelevant for the podcast.
Okay.
But if you're watching Facebook Live or watching after I post this on Facebook, and you're in the area, we're on. I don't even know what street this is. We're in Crest Hill by Bada Brew. What
We're
street
on
is this?
Theodore Street and
Rayner Avenue.
Rayner. I hardly know her. Rayner Avenue and Theodore. Okay.
Street.
Illinois Route 7.
Bada Brew. We're at the Bada Brew tonight. It's going to be a really
Bada
fun
Brew.
show.
Bada
Brew.
So
Bada Brew.
we have Evil Engine playing with us tonight. They're so sick. You should
Yeah.
definitely come out. For
Yeah,
them,
they're a really
if
cool
not
punk
us.
band.
Chicago band or area band.
Yeah, they're from Chicago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I played them on the radio. They're awesome.
I love them. I
Sweet.
love them so much.
All right, so we're gonna jump off Facebook Live. Say goodbye, Dolezal.
Bye, Pat.
Bye, Pat. Don't say anything, Pat.
He said, haha, your secret is safe. We've all
Pat.
got those stories. Thank you, Pat.
What I do like over here, Dana Kroll-Ryle, snitches get stitches. Damn right.
That's right.
Dana's gonna beat Pat up.
Damn right.
So watch
Thank you,
out,
Dana.
Pat.
All right, thank you for watching Facebook.
Thank you. Bye. Oh.
All right, there we go. I'm making this go away. And then we can wrap up the podcast portion of Raven. How were the tacos from the crazy burrito?
Delicious.
It was good.
I
I
enjoyed
liked
really-
the chicken one. The chicken one was really good.
Yeah, no, the avocado was good.
See-
Whatever the sauce is killer.
See,
Yeah.
I realize I eat tacos all the time. I don't think I can tell the difference between a good taco and a bad taco.
No.
I just,
It's like pizza.
yeah.
It kind of is.
Okay, no, I'm gonna plug something right here, right now. Okay.
Okay, deep dish pizza.
Alex,
I don't know. Man.
I was trying to plug.
I don't get it.
Megan,
Alex,
plug.
trying to I don't get it.
You don't get deep dish?
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about tacos. I'm going to plug the best taco place in
Did you
Arizona.
say Diego Pops, Megan?
Yes,
She's gonna say Diego Pops.
She's
the
going to
best
say Diego
taco
Pops.
place
Well,
in
so
Arizona is Diego Pops.
Arizona has really good Mexican food.
It's not even.
I believe that.
Yeah,
Closer-
I mean, we're right
closer
next
to the border.
we're right
yeah.
by the border. And Megan and I made the mistake of going to Seattle and trying to find good Mexican food.
No such luck, right?
No such luck. We went to a Mexican food place, and it was all just like, I mean, granted, it was more like street food, like street tacos and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, but we just couldn't find actual Mexican food.
Sydney
'cause
just
it's
likes
Seattle.
Mexican rice.
I like Mexican
Every time we go
rice.
to get Mexican food, she gets a
I get
bowl of
a
rice.
giant
and
plate of
that's
Mexican
it.
rice, and I could not find good Mexican rice.
So Sydney judges it on rice. If
I
she
judge
can't find good
a Mexican.
rice,
If I can't find good Mexican
it's
rice,
not good Mexican food.
Yeah, basically.
You better have good rice.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
All right, so here you are in Crest Hill, really a Chicago suburb. Although it took me like 2 hours to get here from Chicago today, which isn't typical.
Right.
Sometimes the suburbs feel like another state altogether
Yeah.
when traffic is like
Oh,
that.
traffic is bad.
Traffic was so bad.
It rains a little bit and everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
That's just the way that works.
No, there was literally there was like 3 hours of traffic because one lane got closed for them to fix some sort of cement.
Welcome to the land of Lincoln.
Yep.
Here you are. So here you are in this new city, newish city. Do you do anything different to win a crowd over? Are there cities where you felt you went over bigger than others?
I did a front
yeah.
handspring last night.
Yeah, Sydney
To
did
try
that.
to win the crowd
The
over.
crowd was still not into it.
They were like, we don't care.
We were like, okay, at that point, we don't know what else.
You are making up the handspring.
No, I actually
she
did
really
it.
did.
I actually did a front
She
handspring.
came up to me on stage, like whispers in my ear, like over the music, so I guess yells in my ear. And she's like, I'm gonna do a front handspring. I was like, okay. And then she did it. I was like, what?
That's skill.
Thank you.
I did gymnastics for like 2 years when I was like 10.
When she
so.
started to do it, I was like, oh, how crazy would that be if she like broke a bone?
That would suck.
Like during a show. I don't know what we would have done.
Do you think the crowd would like us then?
Probably not.
Oh,
not,
absolutely.
so.
I'd be sold. My worst lasting memory of high school is PE class. There was one section of PE where Monday, Wednesday, Friday it was swimming, Tuesday and Thursday it was gymnastics. Like the worst possible combination for me. Yeah, if you can't swim very well, which I can't, and you can't do a forward roll, which I can't, it was just hell on earth day in day out.
Exactly.
That sounds terrible.
We can all relate to that one.
I see. I would love that. I love.
Wow,
I'm
Sydney.
athletic.
You're a
Must be
handspringer.
nice.
I'm a handspringer.
All right, so the new album is on the way. You are full of tacos. You're about to play here at Bada Brew.
Woo! We going at 9:30 maybe.
Awesome. Well, this podcast will air long after you play, but we can talk about it in hindsight. That was an amazing set.
Oh,
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
We did
Remember
our best.
when Alex broke her face? That
Oh
was
my
cool.
Let's
god!
not talk about that.
Oh, you mean
Remember when
the
Megan's
ill-fated handspring?
Yes.
Yeah.
drum caught on fire?
Be attempting that.
No, it's my ill-fated handspring.
I do also want to mention, real quick before you go, the Boost Mobile social media message of the week. Got this from email on carconcarney.com from Will. His question: why don't you go to more suburban places? Problem solved tonight, Will.
We are here.
We are here.
We are here.
And truthfully, the truthful answer is a lot of times I will book Carcon Carne based on where my guests live. So if I have a band that lives in Wicker Park, we're going for hot dogs in Wicker Park. But I've got a car. I'll go anywhere. So I'm wide open. But I really try to be courteous to the guests. If someone lives in Chicago, I'm not going to ask them to go to Joliet or Des Plaines. So
Right.
simple answer. I want to thank Boost Mobile for making this podcast possible. But more importantly, I want to thank you.
Thank
Kelsey.
you. I want to
you.
thank you.
We want to thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the tacos and thank
Yeah,
you for this
seriously.
interesting interview.
Thanks for the water.
And I want to thank David from Megadeth for
Thanks,
suggesting
David.
you say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Because otherwise this may never have happened.
Thank you, David.
Hi, Dave
Hope you
Mustaine.
never hear this.
I hope you do, and tell some of your famous friends.
We're gonna get in trouble with Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine's gonna come after us.